Welcome to week 10, Labor Management Relations students. It is Wednesday this week. I apologize for the late video. I typically try to get it up by Monday, but we do have a couple things to touch base on. All your grades have been updated up to the midterm. I did include week 9, but you should be able to clearly see where you stand in this class. Make sure that if you have, for some reason, been struggling, you either rectify that situation or let me know. You have until March 17th to drop this class and still get a W. Please make sure you do that. If you have to, I would recommend you speak with financial aid about it. Make sure that it's not going to affect you in any way for now or in the future. In regards to this week, we are entering the last half of the semester, as you all know. We're going to be doing Chapter 8, which talks about strikes and dispute resolutions. As part of it, I am going to add in a discussion question that I would like for you all to kind of give me your thoughts on. This actually comes from one of your cohorts here. His name is Charles. His wife actually works for a company who hires employment services even though they are unionized. In other words, they're hiring temporary employees. Even though the company itself, if you're a full-time employee, you will participate in the union. The question for this discussion is, should it be legal for companies that are unionized to be able to use the loophole through the temp service to get out of paying the benefits and wages? As you all probably know, most of you are employed adults, and as you know, some companies don't want to pay insurance, and if you're unionized and you're working full-time, you have to pay insurance. Typically, consider a 50% cost on top of your salary. So I'll give you a simple example. If you are an employee that works full-time for a company and you're making $30,000 a year, and the salary is, not great, but it's livable, I guess, in America, or at least sustainable in America. And you have a full-time job, and the company is paying an extra $15,000 or 50% of your salary on top of your salary to give you some benefits: insurance, dental insurance, vision, any other perks that you might have, any other things that might be included in the package. Will be the fringe benefits that come along. So that $30,000 employee truly cost the company $45,000. Well, a loophole to that is not having to pay for all those extra benefits, those extra $15,000 or 50% of salary. So instead of hiring full-time employees that are unionized, why don't we just hire employees for a temporary basis to do work for a full-time basis? So the question is, should a company be forced to legally offer these temporary employees unionized packages, or should they just continue to exploit the loophole in regards to not having to pay for those benefits? But I'm interested in hearing. Some of you might have the experience that you're in that position right now, that you are the temporary worker, and for that person, I would imagine you're excited to just have employment. But for the person who's working full-time, they feel that their job is at risk. Now, one of the topics in Chapter 8 discuss hiring temporary employees. What are the ramifications about that? What can we do in regards to that? There's been a lot of scenarios where people come in and they hire a temporary replacement employee for the unionized employees. Now, when I was a kid, the City of Chicago Teachers Union took a big strike, and we went on strike for several months. And of course, we were losing precious educational time. I know that sounds interesting coming from Chicago, but we were at a position where kids were sitting at home when they should be at school, and the teachers were on strike because they were unionized, and we viewed it as they were asking for more money. But, of course, we're not going to get into details of that. My point is, there was a conversation that talked about bringing in just substitute teachers to teach the students during that time. Now, as a striking body, as a union, that's the worst thing that can happen, because they are taking over their position and the school continues to run without them. But as temporary employees or substitute teachers, that's the greatest thing that can happen because you have a more consistent income. But I'm interested in your thoughts. So the question posed today is, should it be legal for a company that are unionized to be able to take advantage of this loophole? Or should there be laws? What is your solution to that? Once again, make sure you reply to 2 of your students or co-students posts. You have to put your original post. Don't copy and paste something from the internet. I read these posts. I know when you're doing that. I will not give you credit for that. And try to look for someone who has an opposing view. I don't want you to just agree. I think that's awesome type of response. I want you to challenge each other in regards to this topic. Sorry for the lengthy video. I hope this helps, and we will talk soon. Have a great week, guys.